Greetings, everyone. It is AHAT96, and despite what the video says, I don't really think I'm going to go all angry rantish for this. It's more just kind of a ramble, but, you know, rambles don't sell, but rants, they certainly do sell. So, anyway, I wanted to talk about this whole thing with the Powerball, and for those of you who don't know what that is, I honestly couldn't tell you too much. What I get from it is it's just like this one in, a never gonna happen shot type of thing where you can get like a bunch of money. Like you get this little ticket, has like this list of numbers, and then you like watch a program or whatever where they like draw numbers, and then you see if you get your list or whatever. Now, little bit of information about me. I have a very strict policy on gambling. That policy being, don't bother, because I sure as hell am not going to be the one to win. This policy has saved me tons of money in my life. Kinda, I mean, the 2 times I went to Vegas, I couldn't stand the place. But, I was noticing, like, a lot of people in my neighborhood were, like, going really crazy, and, like, on the news, people were talking about the whole Powerball and all that. Like, there's this, like, $1.9 billion jackpot, and, like, people were just going crazy, like, buying all these tickets. There were these huge lines at the gas station with all these idiots going, like, I'm gonna be the one special person to win the jackpot or whatever, and I'm just, like, thinking, no, you're not. You have no chance. Like, if I remember right, I was watching this one news program where it was, like, talking about how it was, like, I think it was 1 in 250 million, like 1 in 250 million of a chance to win that thing. And it's like you have a better chance of getting hit by a meteorite than winning that. And the whole thing just got really ridiculous, and it just became funny to me. But it also was kind of annoying because I really hated the long lines at the gas station. I hate lines, but the day after, which was today, as I'm recording this, I'm pretty sure I'll put it up tonight, but I was working the drive-thru at my job and all that, and while I was there, like, literally every other person was, like, cluing me in, like, telling me, like, how they didn't win the Powerball, and I was just trying to keep my mouth shut and mostly successful, because, you know, I didn't want to say something wrong and get in trouble. But, like, literally everyone was going, like, I would just ask how their day was, and they'd be like, "Wow, man, I'm bad. I, like, spent so much money trying to win the Powerball, and I, like, didn't win it." And I'm just thinking, like, well, really? Did you really expect much else? I mean, this type of gambling to me is a joke, just because, like, the chances are so bad, and, like, they're not in your favor. And even then, the person who apparently won the big jackpot, and I even said this to someone, I don't remember who, but that money is not going to be staying in their wallet for that long. I guarantee maybe a year or 2, but they're probably going to do one of 3 things or a combination of things, and that is either they're going to blow it all on a bunch of junk where they, like, buy all these big expensive cars and all that, like big Ferraris and Corvettes or whatever to screw around with, or buy all these, like, $1 million homes and just screw around with it, and then they'll eventually run out because, you know, that's what happens when you, like, don't really plan ahead with that big of income of money. They'll just lose it, or they'll just blow it all, go crazy with drugs. Or 3, they'll invest all that money into making their stomach as big as possible. Personally, I actually think the 3rd one's the funniest, because I swear when people, like, get overweight after getting a giant sum of money, they do the craziest things. I mean, it's usually sad to watch, but some of the more sick part of my brain just finds it hilarious. But, I don't know, the whole big gambling craze that I see with people is such a big joke to me, because, like, people act like they're just gonna be that one special person and all that, and it's like, I don't think anyone really understands the whole probability thing. And even then, I don't think that they really plan ahead, like, for the whole, like, even if they do win, like, what would you do with it? Would you just, like, store it up? Would you have, like, a plan for it? I mean, really, it'd be dumb to make a plan like that. It's like, just in case I win $1.9 billion in the lottery, I have a plan for that. I mean, I get that sounds stupid, but, I don't know, it doesn't seem too far-stretched considering how few people ever seem to plan ahead for stuff like that. And then they just end up losing all their money. But, I don't know, it might just be my own distaste for the whole gambling craze. But it's not just this whole Powerball thing. Like, I think this for me just highlights what irritates me about the gambling craze. Just like a bunch of people like going like, I'm gonna be the special one. And it just always ends really bad. And for me, the fun part is just the fact that I can just make jokes about it afterwards. Like, after the whole thing, like, just went completely downhill for so many people. Like, if I remember right, people were spending like thousands of dollars, like, just did a shot, and then they all lost. Like, so many of them lost so much money as a result. And it's just like, what was it for? Like, was the whole prospect of winning that much money really worth the effort? I don't know. But even then, like I said, I've always hated gambling. It just seems like it's a really dumb, kind of annoying crapshoot. And, like, I don't understand the obsession with it. And if anyone does get the obsession, could you please clue me in on it? Because, in all honesty, I'd really like to know. Oh. Ugh, man. It's just, for me, with gambling and all that, it's like people, they do so much dumb stuff, and they never, like, learn anything from it. It's like, the whole probability, like, people never seem to understand the whole concept of, like, low probability. They think they're going to be that one special person that can just win out of nowhere. And even then, if they win, I don't think these type of people would really have anything well planned to, work with them. They'd have, like, no plan for that type of money. But, anyway, with the whole, Powerball thing, I think I don't know what's the worst of these things, because I don't really keep up with gambling, because, like I said, I think it's stupid, but this whole Powerball incident, I think, really just highlights the whole really dumb, like, trying to find an easy way to get money, and it always ends bad when people try to do, like, some big, quick, get-rich-quick scheme, especially one that involves, just this giant crapshoot that, like, probably isn't gonna work. But, I don't know, maybe there's just some big appeal I'm not seeing, because, who knows, I'm me. But for any of you who keep up with stuff like this, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree that the Powerball is just kind of, and really most big gambling contests are just kind of a joke, or do you think they're just kind of a fun distraction? Let me know in the comments below, and you all have a great evening.